around the world. Welcome back to my channel, Clarity with Carolee, where I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges. But forget about those challenges for today, because Spirit wants to bring you a message of blessings. What is your next big blessing? What's coming in for you? What can you expect? How can you allow yourself to receive it? And any other, hidden messages about your next big blessing that Spirit wants to give to you today. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1, play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Pile number 2, you go first, the universe will catch you, or leap. And pile number 3, soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Take a minute, take a few deep breaths. When you're ready, choose the pile that resonates with you the most, and then go down to the description box and click on the timestamp, and it'll take you right to your reading. So I'll see you in a few moments. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I love this card. It's so beautiful. We have the bubbly, oh my god, I forgot to close the window. I apologize. We have the bubbly, sparkly champagne, and this beautiful mermaid-esque figure is in the bubbly champagne, enjoying life. You see a lot of these spirit guides and just sort of really wonderful, joyous, high vibrational energy floating around her. The ocean, beach, there's almost a bit of a mirage here when you look at the sun, like solar flares, but I'm getting the idea, the sense that it's kind of a mirage as well. And for some reason, I'm going to go with what Spirit is telling me right now. They're just saying sometimes the mind plays tricks on us. And I think that's meant to say with this card is that sometimes the mind plays tricks on us. And so we see things from a lens of our past, or we see and experience life today through a lens of our previous past experiences that imprinted on us, whether it was good or bad or happy or sad. And I think that Spirit really wants to acknowledge that sometimes things aren't always as they seem. Sometimes things are a lot better than we feel they are, but because of all of the stress, the heartbreak, the sorrow, the letdowns, the pain that we've experienced in our lives, in this moment we have a hard time enjoying the moment because all that stuff is plaguing us and causing us a lot of anxiety, and challenging us to be present, challenging us to really take a deep breath and ground ourselves into this moment, and really recognizing when things are actually okay, and when things are actually getting better, even though we might not feel that they are. It's not always true. Sometimes they are, we just can't see it yet, or we can't feel it because of what's happening from the past, because it's still there's this residue from the past inside of your mind, body, soul, inside of your mind, body, spirit, I should say. Your soul is always, active. Your soul always knows what it wants. It knows the direction that it should be going in. So I think in another video one day, I'll talk about the difference between your spirit and your soul. But it doesn't mean that your soul can't be wounded from its own experiences in this life and other lives. But it always strives for balance. It always strives to be aligned with the universe, with source energy, with itself, even with the highest version of itself, and your soul. So that was a message for, I think, a lot of you. I think it's just, how can you come into this moment with joy and love and self-appreciation and feeling. And I don't like when spiritual teachers talk about, oh, you have to have gratitude, and this just like forcing this notion of gratitude every single waking moment, which, yes, it does raise your vibration, and yes, it's very extremely important. But when you've been traumatized, when you've been hurt in the past, when someone tells you, oh, just be grateful for everything you have, that can be really triggering. I find it can be very hard to sit down and count your blessings when it feels as though the world has been against you since the day you took your first breath in this life. And I feel like for a lot of you, perhaps maybe you feel as though you didn't have much of a childhood. You felt like you couldn't just play and be happy and be carefree. Like maybe you don't know what that feels like, or how to do that, be carefree and childlike and amazed at the magic in the world. You've lost that connection with that part of you because maybe you never had it in this life as a child. And so, when spiritual or manifesting coaches tell you to, feel it before it actually happens, and that'll draw things into you. Feel joyful, feel happy before you actually get the thing, and it has to be genuine. But as a trauma survivor, when you haven't experienced that kind of joy and love and oneness and connection with source energy, you don't know what it feels like, so you don't really know what you're looking for. So how can you step into that feeling state when you don't know what it feels like? Now, your inner being knows what it feels like, so all you have to do is get out of your own way. But when someone says, all you have to do is this, it's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to actually practice it, and practice it often enough so that you can actually step into that easily, effortlessly, as if it is a completely new state of being. And that's what Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about, is just you have to kind of become a completely different person from the person that you were before in order to attract new things that you've never experienced before. So this reading has a lot to do, I find, with your pile number 1. Your next big blessing is this maybe understanding, this newfound sense of awareness, feeling like you're able to relax and play and have fun, like you finally understand what everyone's talking about when they talk about the law of attraction and feeling abundant before it actually manifests for you. Letting go of some of the drama from the past, letting go of your expectations of what things should be like, instead enjoying what they actually are like right now. No longer projecting your own feelings and emotions and pain from the past onto this situation, onto your life, onto other people. And this, I think, has a lot to... This is very intentional, I have to say. You've done a lot of work on healing yourself, and now you're going to reap the rewards of what that healing is doing for you. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's been a long time. This is a hard-won battle, but you haven't been doing it alone. You see all the spirit guides around her, and while she's sipping her champagne in this beautiful glass and enjoying the sun, enjoying creating her new life. I'm saying her because this is an image of a feminine energy type. So you, no matter how you identify, are enjoying this state of being, this moment, this mirage, Spirit saying. There's something about a mirage. It's like creating something out of nothing, attracting something out of nothing through your own energetic vibrations, raising your vibrations so that you start attracting these things that maybe at some point were very hard for you to imagine, with the image or the sense of a mirage around you. Or when you think about what Neville Goddard talks about as just sort of believing and seeing, and believing is not seeing, or what's the saying? Seeing is not necessarily believing, and just sort of projecting your imagination onto your life experience. So you want to experience more joy, you feel that joy, you see it around you wherever you look with intention. You purposely imagine yourself living the life that you want morning and night. You walk as if you are living that life, the life that you want morning, noon, and night. You dream about it. You think about it before you go to sleep. Every time you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed and feeling like you feel that anxiety starts creeping up again, you check yourself and you bring yourself back to that feeling state of, okay, no, this is what do I actually want here? What do I want in this life? And I'm not going to let my past dictate my future. So that's kind of using the idea of what a mirage is, a trick of the mind, using that in order to start to see things that maybe aren't there yet, but that you want to be there. that was, sorry, I know I went on a bit more of a tangent than I wanted to in the intro of this pile. So I'm going to stop with that message now. Let's go into your next big blessing. It seems more, instead of one big blessing, it seems more like an energy and manifesting through intentionally raising your vibrations and playing more and enjoying your life a lot more. What do we have here? Yeah, I'm not going to take this. Actually, I will. Okay. I'm going to move this over here. Then we have, actually, put that under there. This is sort of like your It card. We have Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands. Your next big blessing, pile number 1. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa, so that's your overall energy. So much abundance is coming into your life. Everything, I almost feel it's like everything that you ever imagined for yourself is coming in. Ten of Swords at the beginning of your reading, like you've gone through so much heartbreak, deception, so much pain, so much agony, so much loss even in your life. And it was something that was fated. It was something that was completely out of control. And you almost felt like you had no control over your life. Like you had no ability to make shifts happen, or every time you tried, you kept getting blocked maybe. Every time you tried something new, you felt like you were blocked. You felt like you had all these setbacks constantly. And you were like, why me? Why can't I manifest the things that I want? And you are, in this life, you have been brought back to your, they're showing me somebody on their knees, just in absolute surrender, just like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? What am I supposed to do here? And there's something about finding the joy in the simple things, really aligning with your true self, no matter what is going on in the world around you. Always coming back to yourself, always coming back to your heart center, your heart space, always looking for the good in the bad, in the darkness, bringing light to the darkness. That's a huge challenge for light bringers, for star seeds, for earth angels and stuff. Like it's a part of your spiritual journey to self-mastery, to become, maybe you identify with this being one of your last lives, a really old soul, and going through these final challenges, choosing to come to this earth plane, to the 3D plane, in order to go through these really tough challenges that will strengthen your spiritual resolve, strengthen or fine-tune your craft, in order to be a great spiritual leader of any kind. No matter what it is that you're actually doing in this 3D plane, it doesn't really matter. You're still a very spiritually advanced being. In order to fine-tune your craft, and to become a leader, maybe even a guide on the astral plane, in the 5D perhaps, you have to go through these challenges in this life and consistently have faith in yourself. Come back to source energy. Come back to this inner knowing that you are a spiritual being living a human experience, and being able to overcome those challenges, and always believing that something better is coming along. You go through a roadblock and you say, okay, well, there must be, what's my next blessing after this? If this is happening right now, I'm going through this tower moment, then my next blessing is coming through. So I'm going to wait out this storm. No, the tower didn't come out, but yet anyways. Your finally able to turn on the tap. They're showing me like a floodgate, like floodgates opening and water pouring in, and that's just the abundance flowing into your life. But you are now able to turn on the tap, they're showing me, and make things come into your life a lot faster. Because now you know that all of these challenges and pain and suffering and everything that's happened to you in this life was training you to become a master manifester. I always look at the Queen of Wands, besides the Magician, maybe, as one of the most powerful manifesting cards in the tarot. She is full of abundance. She lights up a room. She's attractive. She's and not just necessarily, beauty's only skin deep, but she exudes charisma and vibrancy and wellness. She's just such a beautiful being. She attracts people to her without any issues. She's creative. We have the Page of Wands here. She's so creative, has all this energy, ideas, inspiration. She inspires other people. And again, I'm saying she because, oh, look at that. One of my other cards was in this deck from a different deck. I don't think I need to show you it. Spirit, Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so this card from my Hush Tarot deck, I didn't bring that deck out, but this card must have gotten stuck in here from a past reading. But they're showing me to give it to you, the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Seven of Wands. It's like that saying, you can't see the forest for the trees, right? You can't see all of this abundance coming into your life yet because you're still going through the motions. Five of Cups. Yeah. You've been through so much loss. Just a sec. I just want to get a better idea. Okay, whoops. Oh my goodness. Four of Wands. Wow. Four of Wands. I'm seeing that in a past life, this isn't an Akashic Records reading. I've been thinking about doing another one. I haven't done one in a long time. But you are or were or have been a prophet of some kind. I think you might prophesize that things happen or have these like prophetic dreams. This might be a message for just some of you. And they come true. And there's something about the heaviness of the world, like the world, this weight on your shoulders, really distracted you from your truth for a very long time. You're very empathic. You're a wise old soul. And the weight of the world, the darkness in the world, the low vibrational frequencies have hit you really hard for a long time. They're part of your blessing though, because they've trained you to be wise, to be smart, to rise above all of the pain and suffering and the darkness, to not let it phase you. So all of those power moments, all of the Ten of Swords moments that you've been through in your life prepared you to become this Queen of Wands, to build a life of security, partnerships, to build something really what am I thinking of? I love this card. This card just distracted me. These beautiful, almost like cherry blossom trees here. Cherry blossoms. There's this reminds me of, I bought the book The Balloon Tree for my daughter, and I've been reading it. It's one of my favorite books since I was a kid. And these the images in this book are so beautiful. There's this tree that blossoms, and the balloons helped her in the story signal her father to come and save her and return back to his kingdom, and so that it wouldn't be, what's the word, usurped by his brother. Anyways, the magic balloons kind of save the day. And there's so much magic inside of you. Just looking at this card, the Four of Wands talks about stability, strong foundations, marriage, connections, feeling very stable in your sense of self and your direction in this world, feeling extremely empowered, feeling safe. I'm feeling that the word safe is really important to you, or it could be triggering if you've never really felt very safe. And it could be the cherry blossom season is coming up, so cherry blossom time, April, May, depending on where you are, could be really important for you. I see all these beautiful fireflies too. I feel really distracted. The Page of Wands. Okay, let's see what's going on. The Queen of Wands over here. Wow. Priestess. Look at this, the fairy dust, the spirits around, the fireflies. I don't know a lot about. Look at the fireflies in that picture as well. Magic. Magic is all around you. Magic, magic, magic. Even in this picture here, this crow is handing the Queen of Wands, the lioness here, her magical, like her wand. You are magic. Oh my God. You are prophetic. If you find that you have prophetic dreams or see things before they happen, you could be very clairvoyant. I'm seeing that it's very visual though, like very artistic, very visual. You could be somebody who actually does automatic drawing or automatic writing perhaps, but I see more like artsy, like very artsy, automatic drawing, painting, that kind of stuff. You see things very clearly. I feel as though you see energy very clearly as well, other people's energy. And I think that for a really long time in your life, you took it as it was your own, like you really, because you're empathic, you're an empath, you absorbed other people's energy and sort of it became your energy, it became your life. It's like you were living somebody else's life for a really long time. Because you're so empathic that you picked up on the energies of the home or the environment that you grew up in, and you became that. Like this road, it's like you're traveling towards your own magic in here, and your spirit guides have been guiding you without you really understanding that that's what they've been doing. I think maybe you understand now, but you have had a lot of guides walking you towards your own magic here. It's almost like, the gates. I'm seeing the gates opening, like the floodgates, but this gate to this whole other world. You're reaching your own stability through your creative endeavors, really accepting your creativity, not just, visual arts or acting or whatever it is that you do, but you are a very creative person. You have wonderful ideas. You're solution oriented. And partly you're so successful at that because maybe you do something like change management. You go into corporations, companies, and help them restructure their operations, and then they, to help improve business or workflows and whatever it is that you do. But that's just an idea of a way that your creative problem solving, your ability to foresee the future, your prophetic abilities, your clairvoyant abilities, you take that and you're very good at grounding it and using it to create tangible solutions that people in the 3D world can use to advance the human race kind of thing. Like that's part of your gift here. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess. Let's do this. Six of Pentacles. I hope you guys can see that. And the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to put this over here. And then this, the Seven of Pentacles, I had over there. The Seven of Wands. Defending yourself. Oh, look, I've never noticed this in this card. The Seven of Wands, and then we have this alligator kind of like defending itself to all of these crocodiles. I don't know the difference. And then, but it's really, back here is this like white, it could be a white, like one of those white reindeer. It's very mystical. Or it could be a goat in the background, whatever you think it is in the back. We have these lotuses blossoming. You're just in this stage of blossoming into your true potential. And there's something about you really protecting your, Spirit saying innocence, but I feel as though it's just your childlike, your magic, your magical inner child archetype. And after so long of absorbing other people's energies, you're finally like, no, I know myself now. And because you know yourself, and because you're protecting your own energy, and because you're believing in yourself, and you followed all of the steps, right? The baby steps that you didn't know where you were going really, but you've been following your intuition, you've been following the moon, so to speak. You've been following the call of your soul towards something really beautiful. The floodgates, the doors to the magical secret garden are about to open for you. And you're just sort of soon on the other side of this horizon, I see these birds here calling you towards this magical garden in the background, and you're like right here. You're right here just waiting to open these doors. You could be very psychic, you could have a tarot channel, psychic, spiritual channel of some kind. But you, again, like your Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, you're very creative, you're very prophetic, especially at nighttime. You might be a night owl, you might get some of your best work done at night when you're really in the zone of your own energy space. But Spirit is handing you your wand here and saying, you're ready, let's go. You're ready, let's go. You have so much to offer the world with the Six of Pentacles here. And the Ace of Pentacles, I put it there just for space-wise, but, oh, and there's ambulance going outside. If you've been struggling financially, money is coming in for you. At the end of all of this, I should have put this over here. I just don't know if you can see it over there. Just maybe I'll put it like that on top of here. Put this over here. Okay, so money, and we had the Ten of Pentacles earlier on. So money, recognition, success, right, are all coming in for you. Oh my goodness. Did you hear the ambulance and the fire, outside? Okay. Pile number 1's next big blessing. Oops. Okay, so they're just saying, I don't want to lose this, the message from this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, they're showing me a road. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, money, abundance, joy, love, all of this is coming in for you. You've done a lot of the work. Spirit saying, now it's your turn. Like, what did I say earlier? Oh my God, the sirens are, I'm now all distracted. You guys have gotten so distracted during your reading. I feel like this is going on longer than I wanted it to. But anyways, I think that that's for a reason. I think you got really distracted along your path, and maybe that was intentional. Your soul wanted to, because it wanted to experience more things and still continue to practice being untouchable, rising above the fray, rising above all of the pain and heartache and stuff that you've gone through, and that the darkness in the world, in order to be a light bringer, in order to be wow, oh my God, just like ambulances won't stop. In order to be able to do that, you have to not allow yourself to be distracted by the mundane, by the 3D world, by the darkness. And for a long time you were distracted, and that's natural, it's normal, as being a part of being human, you know? So stop beating yourself up over it. And that leads me into this message from Spirit. In order to reach this Ace of Pentacles, because I was going to ask Spirit, or I'm asking Spirit, what is it that you can do to speed this up? Because this is what's coming in for you, is money and abundance. The floodgates are about to open, security, stability. I also see people coming in to help you as well, with the Four of Wands and these two birds here, and this handing, this crow or raven handing the Queen of Wands her wand, her magical staff, right? In order for you to get there, the final push that you need to do right now to take this advice and run with it is, we have King of Cups, Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands, and Temperance. Look at the fox here, and then we have this porcupine with its needles all sort of creating a border of boundaries there. Because I feel like there's a fox in your hen house type, so to speak. There's definitely people around you, and dark, even if it's not people per se, it's like dark energies around you that are trying to sabotage you. It could be your own subconscious as well, trying to sabotage you from all of these painful experiences that you've been through in the past. But there's definitely people, energies around you that are trying to sabotage you, because you are so gifted, because you are so magical. You are the High Priestess, Queen of Wands. You have something to say, and people, when you're ready to finally shine your light onto the world and you're not going to fall back, people are going to be listening to you. You have a lot to offer with the Six of Pentacles here. You have so much to offer the world. You're so wise. You're so magical. And because you have so much power within you, the dark forces are trying to stop you, or they have been trying to stop you. You might know that. You might even have those prophetic dreams of like the devil literally trying to choke you to death in your dream, something like that. You know what I mean? So the dark forces, dark energies have been trying to sabotage you. And that has led to your own subconscious mind, your own ego, trying to sabotage you as well. But that's not your true self. So what Spirit is saying here is, make sure that you're focusing on your own well-being. We have the King of Cups and the Temperance flanking these two energies right here. If you maintain your emotional well-being, your own emotional stability, take care of your mind, body, soul every day consistently, you make your own well-being a priority, and make sure to stay balanced in your approach to this message or this work that you're doing in the world. Right? Well, it's almost as if these energies are blocking these things in. They're making it impossible for these dark energies, these things that are trying to sabotage you, to get to you. It's almost as if you're surrounding it with love. Show them love, nothing but love and light kind of thing. And they will eventually give up on trying to attack you and then go on to another light bringer or a younger soul that is also here to, spread love and joy and stuff. And they'll give up on you because they're not getting anywhere with you. They're not sabotaging you anymore. they're not able to derail you so much anymore. As long as you're focusing on your own childlike wonder, your own joy, focusing on the life that you want to create, the mirage that you actually want to see solidify into and materialize into this 3D plane, right? But one of the biggest things here is belief in yourself, belief in your prophetic dreams, in your spirituality, in your psychic abilities, and continuously walking towards and following your intuition, walking towards, I'm just seeing there like this floodgate, this door opening to this beautiful magical garden, and you're going to be creating so much more than you ever thought was even possible. With the Ace of Pentacles here, you're so wise, waiting to hand this to you. The light energies are waiting to hand this to you, and it's about to happen any moment. Okay. What's pile number one's next big blessing? Pile number one's next big blessing. Pile number one's next big blessing, Spirit. Anything else you can share with us? Pile number one. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start here. You are a spiritual teacher. You know it. You feel it. You're so wise. Maybe there's another teacher coming into your life that's going to help you see a little bit more clearly, right? There's so much magic in your reading, inspired by magic, and energy magic, not, just magicians on a stage, but like you are, but perhaps a new teacher is coming into your life to really just help walk you the rest of the way. This could be one of your guardian angels as well, that's sort of standing over you and saying, okay, it's time, and pushing you forward, bringing you knowledge, bringing you resources that you need in order to share that message or believe in yourself or whatever. The other day, I was walking with my daughter and I found a book, a fiction novel, and I had been asking I need to read something, what should I read next? And I found it was just like on our path randomly. And it had such beautiful messages about the power of choice, right? And following your soul, following your instincts, trusting yourself, in all those little niggles, all those moments where you think you rationalize choices and you do something else when you knew, I should have done this. And you kind of knew it later on, I should have done that. I knew it at the time, but I trusted what other people were saying, or I justified it or rationalized this choice when it really didn't feel good in the moment. But trust the information that you're receiving. And Spirit is also bringing you resources and people to help you feel more confident in yourself so that you feel more stable to put and ready, and you feel your own power so that you're, when you do put yourself out into the world, people will listen, and because you feel so confident. So look for that. New supportive connections, what I just said, so I just already went into that. Your higher self. And then we have stuck energy here. But that was in the beginning. So let's just move this. Let's do this. Stuck energy. Move that over. Your higher self. Put this teacher here. Okay, so this is also reiterating what I had already said. You have the stuck energy that happened because of life experiences, the fated experiences that you went through, but they were actually there for a reason. They taught you so much about magic. Look again, magic, the rainbow, just so much magic in this reading. It's incredible. And then through all of that, continuously being able to tap into your heart space, tap into your own magic, align with yourself, align with your soul, speak your truth into the world, shine your light into the world, and then again, through this process, abundance, like the Ace of Pentacles. What more can I say? can you give us maybe a little more something specific about the blessing, the Ace of Pentacles here? I think it's going to be different for everybody. It depends on what it is that you think is successful. You know, what does success mean to you? What does abundance mean to you? Whatever that means, that's what's coming in. Because I think it has a lot to do with what you wished for. Love with the Page of Cups here. Understanding. So it could be new love coming into your life, new relationships. We've seen that through this reading. New relationships, supportive connections. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have innocence here with the sun. So just joy, love, abundance. So they're saying specifically joy, happiness, wellness, new love potentially with the Page of Cups coming there, new opportunities for love. For some of you with the Hermit card, with aloneness, it could be, I'm seeing more of a journey, a spiritual journey. Perhaps you're going on a pilgrimage. That could be something for some of you, some travel, maybe. Typically the Hermit's not necessarily about travel, but it could be about a solo adventure I'm seeing for some of you. Yeah, an adventure around the world, a trip around the world, maybe with the Judgment card there I'm seeing. Even though it's beyond illusion, it's judgment, but they're showing me like I looked at that and I saw the world. Oh, here. Bottom of the deck, the World card with completion. So yeah, it could be a trip around the world, a decision, really having clarity as well. It could be with the owl here, and then we have the Judgment card or beyond illusion. It could be finally having clarity on your mission, on your purpose, on your whole entire life, getting this great bird's eye view of where you've been, what it's led you to, and where you're going. So it's different for everybody. They're not giving me a specific. And I think this is generally a shift in energy that's coming into your life now. I'm seeing springtime because we're looking at those cherry blossoms. But any messages in terms of timing for pile number 1? They don't really want to give me something. I'm very hesitant to give a time. It could be the next new moon. So we have a new start is coming, new moon. We have nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. That's weird. A new start is coming, but then nothing will come of this situation. What? Okay, and then we have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio season, perhaps you'll see more of this coming in. The messages is it really depends on you and people watching and what's going on in your life currently. So it also depends on where you are on this journey. Are you still feeling stuck and stagnant and like you're being overwhelmed by other people's energies and not knowing where to go? Are you finally feeling really stable in yourself and ready to be creative and start running with the skills and natural talents that you have? Are you in that part of the life of this journey? Or are you here? Are you actually picking up your wand and taking control and using your power the way that it's meant to be used? Are you tapping into your psychic abilities? Are you sharing that message with the world? Are you sharing your light with the world? So it really depends on, okay, you know what? I think this is the wrong way. So I think this was like work through your fears. Nothing will come of this situation and a new start is coming. So it really just depends on where you are at in this particular journey. I think that there's a strong message here of making sure that you're being discerning about the people that are coming into your life. Trust your instincts. So if you feel that somebody's not right for you, if you feel this doesn't match with the energy that you're trying to put out into the world, the mirage, if it doesn't align with your vision, then it's not really for you. So this is sort of to make sure that you are ensuring that your energy is protected. Yeah, working through your fears. There's still some shadow work that needs to be done there. And again, it really just depends on where you are at on this journey. But the end of the journey, no matter where you're at presently, the end of the journey, the Ace of Pentacles. And we saw that the Sun card was there. So just joy, love, abundance, new love coming in. After spending a lot of time doing the healing work with the Hermit card there, doing your spiritual, inner spiritual awareness work, working through your wounds, your shadows, all of that, learning to be vulnerable with other people and with yourself, really learning to trust spirit and yourself. Like the Ace of Pentacles, just abundance, everything, good luck is coming for you, is there for you at the very end of wherever you're at on this journey, on this continuum. And through that all, the overarching message in your reading is to stay focused on the energy, on the mirage that you want to see solidify in your life through play, through joy, through fun, through not taking life so seriously, and not taking the lessons so seriously, making sure that you're having fun while you're here, learning these very important lessons as well. But you'll start to notice that money and joy and people and love and stuff will just naturally be attracted to you as you start putting creative effort out into the world and really enjoying what you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing, feeling really stable and strong within yourself, really practicing connecting with the right people, trusting your own intuition about people as well. And once you start doing that and sharing this gift, whatever your gift is, your creativity, your solutions, your things with the world, using your prophetic dreams for a purpose, for the purpose they're intended, which is whatever, spreading light and love and joy and healing and inspiring the world, other souls here. When you start to do that, then just this flood of abundance is going to come right in for you, and it won't take very long. Okay, and with that, pile number one, I'm sorry that I was so jumbled in that message, but I think that I think you have been distracted along the way by things. I think it was a part of the journey. And I think that some of you might be very frustrated with the roadblocks and these distractions, but Spirit's saying, you can rise above that. Don't let these distractions get in your way of becoming this beautiful, inspirational, intuitive master in this life. And with that, pile number one, I'll leave your reading there. Sending you so much love and a big hug. Thank you for being here. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that so we can stay connected and you won't miss any of the readings that I post from this point forward. All right, thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Hey, pile number two, welcome to your reading. Today I'm asking Spirit about your next big blessing. And you chose pile number two, Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you with this very shimmery gold stone. Wow, okay. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. You just tap into the energies of this card. Spirit saying, what are you so afraid of? Spirit showing me you receiving, in this card, you receiving these downloads, this downloaded intuition, your inspired next steps, and what you should be doing, what you could be doing. But it's either that you don't believe in the messages, or they're showing me somebody who keeps watching lots and lots of tarot readings and you keep getting the same message, and yet you're like what's that? In the Santa Claus with Tim Allen, it's a, one of the best old school Christmas movies. Not old school, I guess vintage from my childhood. But in the Santa Claus, when he wakes up that one morning and he has to go back to work, and like 50 pounds in a week or whatever it is, and he goes to the mirror and he's like, what? He's looking at himself and his facial hair has grown, excessively overnight, and he's gained like 30 pounds overnight, and he goes to the mirror and he's looking at the mirror and he's like looking at himself like, what? How did that even happen? And he taps on the mirror and he says, there's something wrong with the mirror. And then he goes over to the scale and he weighs himself, and the scale says, that you've gained, 30 pounds overnight. And he says, something's wrong with the scale. And he goes back to the mirror and he's like, what's happening? It's like that kind of an energy. You're like, what's happening? What's going on? There's something wrong with this. There's something wrong with that. But what Spirit's saying is like, no, we keep sending you the signs. We're sending you all of the signs that you're asking for, but you're not listening. I remember reading once in one of Gabby Bernstein's books or one of her posts or something, and she said, we don't always trust the signs that we receive. We ask first the signs, and then Spirit sends the signs, and then we don't trust the signs. And the Spirit's like, I don't know what else to do, right? Sending you the signs, sending you the niggles, the intuitive hits, and you're not trusting them. You're not believing in them. You're not seeing it clearly. You're not having faith. You keep asking us for help, to have faith in this situation, faith that what you want to manifest and what you're trying to attract is coming in, but you don't have any faith. You still feel maybe that you're unworthy. You still feel like you can't take the leap, like magic doesn't exist almost. It exists, but you don't trust it. You want more proof, But this reading is about your next big blessing. And so there's Spirit showing me E.T., the movie E.T. And I love that movie, but they're showing me a few things. Drew Barrymore, when she was a child and first seeing E.T., and she wasn't really as afraid as everybody else because children believe in magic. They believe in these things. It's not so surreal. The older we get, the more we stop believing in magic and our own abilities, in the potential, and our own potential, other people's potential. Right? We've become so conditioned by our experiences that we don't believe as much anymore. Okay, and then we have the moon here. So I'm going to move this card over as we pull your tarot cards. The moon, what's coming in for you is your own self-belief, believing in magic, believing in your intuition, believing in the unseen. Look at this coyote sort of looking into the river, pouring, I don't know if he's like pouring garbage or waste into the river. I don't know why. I never saw that in that card before. But it's almost as if the garbage can is empty. And it's not that it's empty. It's full of something, but you just can't see it. So it's as if, and that's what they're showing me as I'm looking at that card. So it's as if finally your next blessing is, it's not really faith or trust. It's more like believing in what you can't see. Okay. Pile number 2's next big blessing. Okay, one's here. Oh my gosh, okay. So the star. Pile number 2's next big blessing, the moon, the star, the Hierophant. Look at all these major arcana cards. The Magician. These are big cards. The Magician. And the Three of Pentacles. I feel as though, and then we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. I feel as though you have a very specific goal or a very specific mission here. I'll put the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands. You have a very specific mission in this life, and they're saying collecting evidence. What's the Magician? Let's pull one card to even this out. Six of Wands. Okay, so this is a very specific message for somebody or a couple people. You've been collecting evidence for something. It could be court, something to do with the justice system, courts, maybe your office, your work, whatever it is that you're doing. It's like you're collecting evidence in order to prove your case, whatever that is for you. It could be that you're a public speaker and you're literally just collecting stories and evidence and testimonials in order to showcase, how good you are at the thing that you do. Or it could be that you're collecting evidence in order to win some sort of a court case, or why are they showing me? I feel so much resistance in my heart center and in my solar plexus. Like I just feel like you're holding back because you don't have the information. So maybe that's what it is for you. It's Spirit's giving you all of these downloads and intuition and whatever. And so you know this thing, whatever it is, something's not right, that you have to prove something, but you don't have the evidence. It's as if you don't have enough information in order to prove your story, in order to take someone to court, in order to file a complaint. Like there's something here about not having all of the information that you need in order to do the thing that you want to do. But it's coming. At the end here, we have the Magician and the Six of Wands. So you're going to be recognized for your hard work, recognized for something that went wrong, that maybe somebody accused you of doing something that you didn't do, and you're like trying to defend yourself. That's just one of the stories here. Whatever it is, right? You're going to be recognized that you were right in this situation. You're going to be very successful, victorious at the end of this, whatever this situation is. Where pile number 1 was not so situational. It was more like a life goal here. And I know I said that you have a very specific mission, but it could be a very specific challenge that you're going through in this life right now, at this moment, this segment, this season of your life, and like trying to collect evidence. Maybe here they were showing me like this coyote looking at this garbage, dumping it out, but can't see something, but something is actually there. So it's as if you're turning over leaves, looking for evidence, looking for something, trying to find proof of something, and maybe you have an inner knowing, and Spirit's giving you this information, like you have this intuition, or maybe you're a detective, or a researcher or something. You're just looking for information, looking for evidence of some kind, and you're almost, it's like with the Four of Swords under the Star card, it's like you've lost hope, or you're losing hope. You're losing hope that you're not going to be able to find what it is that you're looking for. I just feel this panicked and sad feeling inside my body. It's like it. It's this feeling of you intuitively know this thing, something's going on, this is happening. I just can't prove it. I feel as though know if those are coyotes or wolves. Wolves, I guess. Maybe that's a coyote and those are wolves. Actively trying to prevent you from achieving this thing, finding this evidence, this information that you need, but you find it anyways. And I think Spirit is guiding you towards collecting the evidence that you're seeking, the evidence, the information, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. But I feel here too with the Hierophant and then the Two of Wands, it's as if not everybody believes you, or you only have maybe a few people in your corner. I don't know, this seems so strange. Yeah. It's like you're trying to guide people. So here, I'll put that there, the Devil and then the Six of Swords. It's as if you're trying to lead people out of something, a really dark situation. Not everybody's believing you, and you're just like, oh, I just want that smoking gun piece of evidence that's going to wake everybody up. Maybe you're an investigative journalist too. That could be you as well. You're trying to wake people up. You're trying to take people out of this darkness, out of, being blindfolded to the truth. But you're losing hope, or you've lost hope. So Spirit is saying, I think your next blessing that's coming in is getting a piece of evidence, or Spirit guiding you, leading you towards the evidence that you need or the information that you're looking for. Spirit is slowly leading you towards it with the Magician card here. You see how this raccoon is finally finding this like magic on this wand here, like reaching up and picking it off almost and saying, aha, I found it. This is the smoking gun. This is what I need. This is the proof that I need in order to be successful, in order to wake everybody up, and in order to bring people out of this darkness into the light, into the truth. And it's that one thing that you're missing, that one piece of information that you're missing that will really turn the tables in your favor. So that's your next blessing coming in. Okay, Page of Cups. I'm just going to layer these on top. Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles with the spider. Ooh, that's a poisonous spider too, isn't it? With the red bottom there. Is that like a black widow? Do they have the little red spot? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about spiders. You're like laying a trap, almost. It's like the Page of Cups is like breadcrumbs, and you're luring somebody in with this trap. It's like you're setting a trap for somebody. This card, they're saying, like, kill them with kindness, is you're luring somebody or something into a trap in order for them to give you the evidence that you need. Or you're tricking somebody into saying something or giving themselves up with the Page of Pentacles here, and kind of setting a trap for them. But they are none the wiser. And that is something that's going to help you to bring this evidence to the world, this information that you need. But you have to, it's like they're saying honey trap. I don't know if you know what that is. You can Google it. Google honey trap. It's not exactly the same thing, but kind of, right? You're setting this honey trap, luring somebody in, helping them let their guard down almost, and you're going to get the information that you need here with the Seven. Wow, that's a crazy reading. You know what's so funny? Okay, yeah, and the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck just there. So you're going to get, I'm going to put this here, you're going to get the information that you need. That one smoking gun, the Nine of Pentacles is usually about like that one big manifestation, that one thing that you wanted, that one wish coming true. So that one piece of evidence, information that you need in order to change, to tip the scales in your favor, they're saying, is coming, and Spirit's guiding you. So trust your instincts on, like, if you're thinking about doing something or staging something, I don't know, in order to trap somebody or something into giving you information somehow, you're doing it very intelligently. You're very intelligent. It could be with the Hierophant, it could be government related, or maybe systems, right? It could be a workplace, the order of things, right? Really trying to shift the order of things within a company. Or whatever, right? It can be about traditions, maybe breaking traditions, breaking away from traditions, or recreating traditions in a different way that's better suited to modern times with the Two of Wands here, something like that, right? But in order to create change, you need to prove that change is needed. So that could be it as well. It's not necessarily all dark and sinister, but it could be a way in order for you to prove to your CEO, let's say, that change needs to happen, and you need the proof, right? This is why, and this is how, and that, like, maybe you need to go to your CEO and tell them that you need to, create a presentation and tell them why this needs to happen. But maybe there's somebody like the COO or CFO that it's kind of blocking you, and you need to show that they're not actually doing what's right for the company, and you kind of have to set this little trap in order to prove that they are not managing their affairs, not doing their job properly, in order, to kind of help the situation shift and change, so that you can go in and make the changes that you really think are needed. Take it as it resonates, apply it to the situation, your situation as it is. It could be a lot of different things. So there's definitely this honey trap that you're setting, or that you need to be setting, Spirit's saying, and it is going to be successful if that's something that you're thinking about doing right now, or something that you're planning. But take it as it resonates. Spirit is helping you to guide you to this evidence, to this information that you need in order to make something happen, or to change something, so that life gets better, or whatever, depending on what your goal is, depending on what you're trying to change or do or achieve. So that's your next big blessing, is this information, or the idea, the intuitive idea of how to set this honey trap, or what to do in order to collect this information. Depending on how you're doing it. It could be a honey trap. It could be just killing people with kindness, right? So that you can somehow get information from other people, and they're more willing to talk and communicate when they let their guard down, right? So just think about that. Be smart, right? I think Spirit's really saying be smart about this, but Spirit is helping to lead you. Don't lose faith as well. Don't lose faith, because Spirit's on your side, and the information is coming at the right time, I feel, for you. And then we have Thunderbolt, so the Tower. It might come as a surprise when it does come in, this information. Or someone might actually just hand it to you. No. Maybe. I don't know. The Knight of Swords came out when I said it might just be handed to you, but someone might tell you. I think you might get, this could be for some of you, right? Somebody might give you the information, and you will be shocked at whatever the information is. Yeah, oh my God, okay. So this is very specific, but we have the Tower, the Knight of Swords, and then we have here the Past Lives, which is the Moon card, and we have Queen of Wands there, and then Three of Pentacles, guidance. So this is like collaborating with somebody else, or somebody. This Queen of Wands might be the person that's going to bring you this information, or this could be that this Knight of Swords is going to bring you information about this Queen of Wands here, and it's going to be really shocking. This Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Take it as it resonates. A woman, a very strong, enigmatic, energetic presence, somebody who takes up a lot of energy in a room. People are she's very attractive. She's a good leader, right? It could be about this person, or this could be you, right? Or it could be the person who's bringing you the information. Take that as it resonates. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. with patience. 6 of Pentacles with compromise. 7 of Pentacles with patience. So this information or this evidence is going to change, but you have to be smart. Spirit wants you to be smart with how you use it, and to use it when at the right time. Look at the moon here, so that maybe wait a full moon phase. That could be for you. But when you get the evidence or get the information that you're looking for, how you relay that information or submit the evidence is just as important as having the information and the evidence as well. There's a lot of pentacles towards the end of this, so trying not to let your emotions run wild, really being strategic with the 7 of Pentacles about how you bring this information forward so that you come out unscathed on the other side. Yeah, but there's definitely someone who's coming in to give you some sort of information. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be exactly what you've been waiting for and asking for and wishing for. It's just going to be coming in it's more like, divinely guided or divine timing. It's going to come in right at the right time. It might be kind of the last minute. Yeah. With Innocence 19, the Sun card, and it's going to it's really going to change the outcome. It's going to change the direction that this situation is going, and you're going to just feel like, oh my God, thank God, thank God. Okay, go here, because what I did for the last pile number 2, Spirit. Their next big blessing, what is it? They're saying something, hold on. They're saying release. Or I'm hearing release. So many cards. Okay, that's in reverse. So I'm going to put that 1 card down. Oh, and I guess I'll put this down as a bunch came out. Those 2 feel like the most relevant. So releasing yourself from victim mentality, instead of thinking, oh, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this doing for me? It's helping you to transform yourself, to transform your life in a big picture, so to speak. But instead of saying, why me? Think, what is this? What can this do for me? And I think that has a lot to do with strategically thinking how to maneuver through this situation, being very intelligent, very cunning, taking the right steps, so that people will listen to you, by taking the emotion out of it. Not to say that emotions have no place in these types of situations, but when you take the emotion out of it, other people are more inclined to listen to you when you're speaking with facts. I think facts are really important in this situation. Facts, very specific facts, very tangible evidence, not hearsay, right? You need the right information at the right time. Timing is very important here. Yeah. Okay. So when might they be getting this piece of information, or the thing that will tip the scales in their favor? Oh my God, there's so many cards. Okay, so they're saying, I'll just give this to you and take it as it resonates. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Gosh, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. And communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Oh my gosh. Scorpio. Pisces. It really depends on your situation. But timing is everything. There's a lot of new moons here, so it could be the next new moon, or one of these new moons, new moon in Pisces, new moon in Leo, or new moon in Gemini. But definitely, I think around the new moon phase, release negativity that's holding you back. Visualize what you want at the end of this. Visualize, feel the ending. How do you want to feel the information? What do you want to achieve through this? What is your why? Why do I need this information? Why do I want to create change? Why do I need this evidence? What is it for? Really focus on that is really important for you. Being confident that you know that you're right. You know that what you're trying to achieve is important. You know that it's going to make a big difference for not just you, but a lot of other people as well. So staying true to that, really feeling confident in your beliefs, in your motivations as well. And then communication at the end of all of this, how you communicate the evidence that you're collecting, the information that you're collecting is extremely important. Really being very careful about your words, your energy, your presence, your body language, all of that when it comes to presenting the evidence that you collect. They're even saying for some of you, scrubbing your social media, scrubbing your accounts, right? Your Google your name, Google yourself and see what comes up, see how much you can clear from old stuff, right? When you're growing up, you do some things and it's all online. So see how much of your online presence you can clean up, because that's going to be really important for you as well. Some of you could be in politics, and that's why that's really important. Hiring a PR firm, that might be something for you depending on what it is that you're trying to achieve. But in judicial situations, your whole past gets drudged up for no particular reason. So being beyond reproach is very important to you. Not that victim blaming is ever right, but it happens. And our judicial system, our government, the systems in general that operate our world are broken. But in order to change them, the people that go in to change them also need to be conscious of the image that you're putting out into the world in order to be somebody that other people want to follow, right? And that's not everybody. Your energy does most of the talking, but we live in this world and we still have to use it and manipulate it to our advantage, depending on what it is that you're trying to gain out of this. Not in a narcissistic way, but just in an intelligent way. So scrub your social media as well. That's a part of your communication. Who you are, the way you present yourself in many, many different ways is important in order to get this to be successful, to be heard by the right people, to make an impact, right? Okay. And with that, pile number 2. Thank you for being here. So your next big blessing, what was the overall, is that you're going to get the information, the evidence that you need in order to make waves, in order to change this thing that's been going on in your life or in your community or at work or whatever it is. It is coming for you. You are going to get the information when you least expect it, but you might want to sit on it for a little bit, making sure that you're presenting it and compiling all this information in a way, in a presentation and whatever, in a way that other people will hear. Be very smart about how you communicate this information, how you pass the information along. It's not about being gossipy. Don't be like that. You're standing up for truth, and change and power and transparency. But in order to, you have to be transparent as well. there's a lot of information coming through about how to present this information, but again, it's going to be different for everybody. But I think Spirit's main message here is, yes, this information is coming in for you that you need, this evidence, this information that you've been wanting, wishing for, looking for. It is coming. It might come through somebody else. It's going to bring you the information. It's going to be shocking and come when you least expect it, at the very right moment. But be careful about how you pass that information on, and make sure that your presence, your personality, your online presence is cleaned up, because the vessel that this information is coming from or coming through is just as important as the information itself. And with that, pile number 2, I'm going to leave it there. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Email me if you want to tell me about this situation. And if you like this reading, if it resonated, give me a comment below, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that so that we can stay connected. And I look forward to reading for you next time. See you soon. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose Soul Family, Call in Your Tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So I think we could guess by this very obvious card is that new friends, your soul family, are coming in for you. New connections, help, right? Some help that you've been wanting, needing, is coming in for you. I feel like the energy just got really soft in the room. Like I want to almost speak in a whisper almost. For some of you, I'm seeing a soulmate, a twin flame type energy coming in for you as well. And I feel this like very electric energy between you. Oh, I forgot to move that. I'm feeling like, and this isn't an 18 plus reading, so I'm not going to go into that, but I feel it. It's a beautiful energy. There's so much love and whispering and closeness that's coming in. It could be a best friend as well. But we'll get into the tarot and see what the tarot has to say. There's just, this card is so beautiful. There's so much pink and healing energy. It could be a lot of healing that's coming in for you as well. I'm just seeing though so much closeness with these two figures. They're not the same person. Although one might think, if you look at this card, that it's a mirror reflection. And the two of you and this other person or this soul family could be mirroring each other. When you come into each other's lives, you might find that there's a lot of synchronicities in your life path, in your life journey as well. But it's not exactly the same, because this isn't a mirror image. It's very synchronistic, but not entirely the same. If it's I'm going to say it in general, but if it's a soul tribe, maybe a community, or a soulmate, a close connection, a romantic partner, twin flame, whatever, or a best friend, whatever it is that's coming in, these connections or this connection, it's very, 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 very vulnerable and open. That might trigger you a little bit, but Spirit wants me to let you know, in those triggers, there's deeper healing that's happening as you work through the triggers that this soul connection brings up within you. There's so much healing that's going to happen at the same time, and I see that it's going to be happening very rapidly. Maybe you've been working on your own healing in order to draw more of your soul tribe into your life, and you've been working on that already. But it's different when you're working on your wounds and your shadow self on your own, and then when you actually bring people in to work on it at a deeper level, it's different. Like the wounding, the triggers are still there. You can be a little more objective and aware and feel them and overcome them, but you still need those people to show up in your life to deepen that healing work, to practice what you've been learning on your own. So that's the next blessing that's coming in for you. Healing, closer connections, vulnerability, intimacy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'll show you that first. I'm going to move this over here, and then we have Queen of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. That's it, your reading's done. No. But it just feels like there's so much love and emotional stability that you've been working on for a really long time. And I feel like you're finally going to see the fruits of your labor, or like all the healing work that you've been doing for a really long time. You're going to see it in the 3D. You'll be able to go through triggers and struggles and maybe challenges in relationships with this soul family or this person that's coming into your life, through it in a very emotionally mature way. In this card, you see this orca whale, or killer whale, I guess. Orca is, I don't know. This whale, and then this crab here. So, I mean, Cups energy is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But it's as if, because Cancers, have their claws and they're very pinchy, so it's as if you'll be able to work through those challenges, those triggers, hard shell. I'm saying that weird. Hard shell, weird. That was a weird little accent thing that was coming through there. You'll be able to work through it with ease, together, through cooperation, mutual admiration, balance, feeling very, even though there's a lot of water going on here, it still feels, the energy in this pile feels very earthy, grounded. It feels, Spirit saying neutral, but equanimous, equanimity, like just feeling very emotionally secure in your own being, because you've done a lot of the inner work. And so when you come together with this soul tribe or with this person, it won't feel so tumultuous. You'll be able to work through whatever with ease. And that's your next big blessing. I think the realization that, oh my God, it's worth it. The healing that I've done is actually working. I feel really good. I feel really grounded. I feel connected to myself, but to other people. I know what's right for me. I know what's best for me now. And that was a hard one. That's a hard-won victory for you. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Let's tell pile number 3. Let's tell pile number 3 more about this soul family connection. The Hermit. And this Virgo energy. Could be Virgo. You could be meeting them at a spiritual retreat of some kind, maybe. Why does this seem like it's reversed, but it's not? What does this look like this way? Oh my God, I love spiders. So graceful, beautiful, creative, determined. And they're patient as well. You've been very patient. I feel like you've been patiently waiting for this person, this connection, this soul tribe to come in. The mic is, sorry, hold on, I'm going to move the mic over. You can just hear the cards shuffling. Justice. Wow. Justice. Balance restored. Truth. I think your souls are speaking to each other. You know you're finally ready and deserving of this type of connection. I'm feeling Spirit in this reading very strongly, very heady, like that lightness. When Spirit enters, I think this is a very deeply spiritual pile. And you haven't been afraid to go in deep and do that spiritual work, like pulling out all of those wounds and the weeds inside of you. Mother Mary is like, really holding you close, nurturing you, rocking you back and forth. I'm seeing, who is this person? I mean, it'll be different for everybody. Tell me more, Spirit, about this soul family or this connection that's coming in. Queen of Pentacles. I want that at the end. Four of Pentacles. Swords. I feel this. You know when you walk into a church, whether you're religious or not, any church or any sort of spiritual place of spiritual worship, the energy, you can almost cut it with a knife. That high vibrational frequency energy, and you can feel spirit there. You can feel the energy of people surrendering and tapping into space, praying to the universe, to God's energy. That is the energy that's in my space right now that's connected to the reading. One person for a general reading and who exactly this person is. We have two queens here, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. It's definitely a very nurturing connection. Where there's no, it's like both of you have let down your guard and are not so much in your ego anymore, in that like toxic masculinity energy. It's very feminine. This energy is very feminine, very nurturing type of connection. Not to say that there is no masculine energy here, because obviously there is. We have Justice there, which is a strong masculine type energy. Ace of Swords, I mean, so it's not that there's no masculine energy, it's just that it's a very nurturing, come hither type energy, right? You're drawing towards each other. I feel like you will recognize this person or this tribe, this group of people, when you see them, when you meet them. You'll be drawn into their energy. You'll recognize them instantly. There's so much stability, emotional security, emotional stability, feeling very grounded. I think this connection is also going to be very grounding for you as well, with the Queen of Pentacles underneath of the Queen of Cups. So you might mirror each other, but in really great ways, like what you have, that person, what you lack, that person has, and vice versa. You balance each other out extremely well, and that will work out to your advantage. It'll be very, the Four of Swords over here, it's very relaxing. Maybe a lot of the relationships and friendships you've had in the past have been a cause or source of anxiety and stress for you, but this one is not. This one is very secure. You feel very secure. We have security coming up twice, really, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. In this card, I don't see a fox, mischievously in the rabbit den. I see the fox in this card being very protective while you're out collecting food, or going in, like getting the food, and the fox is there. Like, you guys are very different, but so similar too. This is a divinely guided connection. Two there, the cardinal over there. Are there any more red birds? I always look at the cardinals as our ancestors or deceased loved ones and spirit guides bringing messages from spirit, but specifically ancestors. Like your ancestors, I think, brought you together as well. That your ancestors are celebrating this match, this union of whatever tribe, friends. It's like your village almost, with the Four of Pentacles here. For some reason, I'm seeing like your village, somebody who can actually help you in your life, and you help them. Like, you bring a lot to each other that you maybe haven't had in the past. that you've looked for and couldn't find. You feel safe almost in the presence of this person, and maybe unexpectedly because we have the fox here, but I feel this energy of feeling very secure and safe, maybe even in a situation that doesn't make sense to you. It's not logical that you would feel safe in this connection with this person or with this tribe, but you do. It goes against all logic, but it's real. And we have bats, more bats. There's bats in this card. The justice bat there. And then what is this called? Someone tell me, please. It's like the truth or the victory symbol. The leaves around here. I have to Google it. It's like, I know it symbolizes truth and being victorious and success through being truthful, honorable, being honorable. There's a lot of honor in this connection, truth, trust. I think that you're going to be able to trust this person probably more than you've ever trusted anything else. And it might even come as a surprise to you how much you trust and believe in this person, in this connection. They have so much faith in you, in your words, in your ideas, in your mind. They love your mind. I think the two of you will have a lot to talk about. And you can be extremely vulnerable and open. Look at this bat, the way that, normally bats when they're sleeping are upside down in a cave, all curled up, protecting themselves. But this bat and these bats are so open. There's going to be a lot of honest and open communication in this connection as well, or in these connections that are coming in for you. Like bearing it all almost. I think that you're going to feel very safe and secure even in your body. If you've struggled feeling insecure about your body, I think that I feel like you're not going to feel that way. I feel like in this connection or with these people, you're going to feel very just free to be yourself. We've got the Justice card, very truth. Like this symbolizes truth and balance, but like being true to yourself even. This connection is going to help you feel like you can be open, you can be your true and authentic self. There's no judgment here. I mean, you have justice, but there's no judgment. And you finally feel like you can be yourself with this person or with this group of people. You're going to feel extremely relaxed in this connection. Okay, wow. The Tower, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands. Why the Tower? Queen of Swords. King of Wands. The Strength card. These across. So I asked about the Tower, got the Queen of Wands, and a little bit more about the situation. King of Wands, Strength, Queen of Wands. Oh my God. Who is this person? I just want one more card. It's this person or this group of people for pile number 3. 8 of Wands. Let me put that there. One more. Who is this person or these people? It could be a group of people. It could be a community with the 8 of Wands. There's a lot of communication here. Fast moving energy as well. Supportive. King of Cups. Oh my God. So look, it depends on your situation. It could be a community for some of you. For some of you, it's definitely a divine counterpart with the King of Cups there. We have King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. there's no Four of Wands, but I think that this is reading wants to focus on the emotional stability that you're going to be having with this person, and it might come as a surprise to you, like I was already saying, with the Tower, and then we have the Queen of Wands, or sorry, the Queen of Swords underneath there. So it's like maybe with this person or this group of people, you set really firm boundaries in the past. You maybe you've gone through something in the past with this person, and now you're circling back, and the energy is completely different, and it's very surprising to you with the Tower card there. It's as if they've leveled up and come to your level, or they've come back into your life as a brand new person, ready to be all the things that you always wanted them to be. Or if it's a brand new person, I think it's a soul connection. So you've had lives together, so you're going to recognize them whether you've had an experience with them in this life or not. But whatever it is, you've lived lots of lives together. You feel very close and connected. And I have this feeling like how you're going to feel in their presence is almost surprising to you. Like you're one of these, either the snake or the rat or the mouse here. And typically these two creatures, or at least the snake hunts the rat and eats the rat, but there's something about being of a different, like being really different, but very simpatico, very balanced, balancing each other out, having all the things. Like I'm just feeling so much love and connection and empathy and closeness and intimacy in this connection that it almost feels like it's impossible, but it's not. Like it came out of nowhere and you wouldn't expect it from this person, but there they are, and they're everything that you've ever wanted them to be. This person, this connection, this friendship, this community, this lover, whatever it is. Like there's so much passion here as well. With the Eight of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, like so passionate. And with the High Priestess there, you probably are very telepathic as well with each other. You communicate in your dreams and your thoughts. You can feel them. They can feel you. And you might start to talk about that with the Eight of Wands. They're talking about this and all these synchronicities come up. But yeah, I could feel you before you came into my life. I can hear your thoughts. I can feel your body. When you're at a distance from each other. And it doesn't even make any logical sense. But there it is. Yeah, King of Cups. Whoever this person is, or this connection, there's so much depth, so much love. They love you beyond words, this person or these people or this community. I have a feeling it's more of a divine counterpart connection for most of you, but it could be a best friend. Whatever it is, there's so much love. And the two of you are a power couple, or will be a power friendship, or you know what I mean? Like a power couple with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands there. Ready to lead and inspire other people, maybe. You could be starting a business together. We have the Queen of Pentacles down there, so maybe you will eventually start some sort of a business together. You're that powerful. Like you are that power couple that works together and changes the world together in some way. Maybe not exactly as one business, but you could partner up in other ways to do other things, whatever that is, even if it's like being a parent, Okay. Let's see. The soul family, any other information? This is your next big blessing. Is this soul family, this soul connection, this divine counterpart is coming in for you? Oh my God, Queen of Wands again. Any other information? Oh my God. The Master? Gee whiz. Oh my God, you guys. I can't. You guys are like definitely connected, psychically get connected. You admire them and they admire you right back. Like it's a profound experience. This is like the type of relationship, the type of love, the connection that most people only dream of, that most people don't think is actually real. It's going to be, okay, so this came up upside down, the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I don't think it came up as this is going to be disharmonious. It's going to be destabilizing. I feel like the connection between you two is so powerful, so profound, that it's destabilizing. And I think it destabilizes you. It'll destabilize you maybe in the beginning. You won't know what to do with it. You'll feel so like this is so, the connection is so intense, so strong. And not just sexually, it's like, it's like ancient. It's like you're inseparable. It's like being a twin flame, and this is the mirror, this is your soul. It's like a part of you. It's like you guys feel like you're a part of each other almost. And that will be very destabilizing for you and for them and other people. I feel like I see other people around you watching you guys and feeling really uncomfortable because of how in sync you are, because of how attuned you are, because of how much love there is here. It's like other people are going to be so jealous. That might be something to watch out for. But there's definitely like a connection that people could only dream of, because it's so spiritually, it's such a spiritual connection. It's so deep. And the two of you may be bringing something very profound to the world that's needed. Talk about love and healing and forgiveness and communication, and the new way of being in the world, the new way of loving in the world. Like there's something that you're here to do together that's going to rock the world. And it'll take a little bit of time, I think, for you guys to adjust to each other's energy and to being in each other's lives and space. Oh no, I was just talking about that, and then Temperance came up with silence. Or sorry, the Star card. So I do think Temperance is important to mention here. Is just like that need to stay balanced, to take care of your own well-being, right? It could be easy to get into too much of the passion and cut other people off, or get so into your own little bubble and forget about the world. And that'll be good in the beginning, but this is something you wished for. This is divinely guided. It's written in the stars with the Star card here. It's so powerful that it's almost as if when the two of you walk down the street together or out together, people stare at you. I'm seeing people just watch you and stare at you, and like people are speechless around the two of you. Like I want to cry. I want to cry just picking up on the energy of this. Like it's the kind of love that moves mountains. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles again. And it's a very blessed, stable, secure type of a love, type of a connection. There's no, maybe in the beginning there might be some jealousy because of the triggers that you're going to be experiencing and healing and working through together, but it's something, this is somebody that you can trust with the Queen of Pentacles here. And this is a long term. This is like the Notebook kind of love. This is you guys are going to die together at the same time because your hearts stop beating at the exact same moment kind of love. That's what this is. Or connection, If it's a friendship, a best friend, a community, apply it to that, right? It's just you guys are going to be so in sync. If it's a best friend, if you're a woman who menstruates, then your cycles might line up, that kind of a synchronicity, that kind of connection. I'm just so curious. I want to know more because I feel like I'm greedy like that. I just want to learn more and talk about this connection endlessly because it's so beautiful. Spirit saying no. Two of Swords. I think in the beginning you might feel a little unstable. I think you might not know exactly what to do with this connection because it's so profound and so powerful. And you feel destabilized. You feel like the ground is moving underneath of your feet and you can't get grounded. But that's because of the soul connection, the electricity that's going on here. So once you earth that, ground that energy, and come together and start really working on those triggers together and communicating and feeling each other's energy and getting used to the way the other person moves and feels, and trusting the fact that you guys are having these psychic connections, these telepathic connections and communications in your mind, and all of that, and your hearts are in sync. Like when you adjust and adjust to each other in that way, it'll be okay. In the beginning, you might feel a little like, what is happening here with my body, because I can't control it. Like, oh my God. You deserve this. You deserve this kind of a love, this kind of a connection, this kind of support. You deserve it. Okay? It's really important that you understand that. Yeah, and then we have like letting go, but that came up in the reverse. I don't think this is like there's no more letting go. It's like coming back together. There's no more struggle. You've struggled a lot with intimate connections in the past, whether it's friendships or people, community, maybe lovers. You've struggled so much in the past, and you don't have to do that this time. There is no letting go this time. There is no letting go. There's no more struggle. You can let go of the struggle, because this is real. Spirit saying. I'm going to leave that there. Timing. Let's look at timing. See, I'm not a fan of usually getting timing cards, but we'll just see if Spirit has anything to say about the timing. What can you expect maybe moving forward? Anything else you need to know? Oh, wait, these cards have been very like new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Oh, I was just thinking about this bow and arrow. Looks like Cupid's arrow. Aww. With the pink and the red. It's very Valentine's-y. Oh, I'm gonna cry, you guys. Oh my God, I can't with this reading. Like, I just want to cry. It's so beautiful. I can feel it coursing through my veins, like this connection. Luck is on your side, and you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So timings, new moon in Sagittarius, full moon in Virgo. It could be the next moon cycle with the new moon and full moon, or near a new moon or a full moon. I think the messages are more important here. So it's more like, make sure that you're staying consistent in this vibe of I am good enough. Because this, in the beginning, this connection is going to be triggering for you. And you're going to be mirroring each other. So the moment you start to feel like you're not good enough and start to question what they're saying or their motives or whatever, they're going to feel it. And then when they feel it, you're going to feel it, you know? So that's why working together on these triggers and really giving yourself some space and time to allow your vibrations to sync up, because they're already attuned, but they need to sync up with each other. And you need to have lots of those, conversations, that 3D stuff. But your heart knows, your soul knows this person is meant to be in your life. And that's not to say there's not going to be any challenges, because there's challenges in all relationships, human relationships. That's just the way it is. That's how you learn and grow together and grow stronger together. So don't be afraid of that, Spirit's saying. And try. Just make sure that when you start to feel like I'm not good enough, this isn't working, I don't know what to do, and you start to run away or you start to put up those walls again, try to stay in your power, come back to your power of I am good enough, and trust and having faith that yes, luck is on your side, but also that your intuition is correct, that this is right. No matter what happened in the past between you or between you and other people, between you and this person or you and other people, at this moment, the timing is right, and it's coming in fairly quickly. I really was going to get more of like a... Oh my God. Okay. So then we got, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Aries season. We're in Aries season, aren't we? What's the date today? Yeah, we're in Aries season, so... a lot of like new moons are coming up today, but new moons are about creation, new beginnings, maybe dreaming up new beginnings, focusing on that psychic connection even. Don't let your past hold you back. south node, right? And I was just talking about that. Don't let what happened in the past, either with this person or other people, stop you from fully engaging in this connection. You'll know this connection when you meet them. If you haven't met already, or if they come back into your life, you'll feel it in your body, and you'll be like, oh my God, can I even trust this feeling? But Spirit's saying, trust this feeling, go with it. Move slowly, move at your own pace, right? Because this is so long lasting, because this is like going to be there for the rest of your life, this is like a lifetime connection. Don't worry, you don't need to rush, even though you're going to feel like maybe you want to. There's no need to rush, right? Because this is it. This person, this thing, this I think it's, for most of you, it's a divine counterpart, a new lover, the next person, but it could be a friendship, right? It could be a community. And I don't want to say that it's not, but I think for most of you, it's a divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame even. Step out of your comfort zone, north node. Oh my God, south node, north node. Look, you guys are like mirroring each other. It's like a divine masculine, feminine energies. We have multiples of that there. Do we have the King of Pentacles come up somewhere? No, we have the Queen of Pentacles twice. We have the King and Queen of Cups, and then the King and Queen of Wands. We have the North and the South node. So you guys, like, this is divine counterpart. This is your twin flame. This is the person you've wished for. You're so linked. Look at the lines linking almost. If you, oh my God, you guys. I'm so excited for you. My mouth is even watering. I'm just like, oh my God, really getting into this reading. It's beautiful. The energy is beautiful. And with that, pile number 3, I'm going to leave that here for you because that was so intense and it's a lot of information to take in. So sending you so much love. Don't be afraid. Work through the triggers in the beginning. Just because you're feeling triggered doesn't mean that this isn't right. It just means that this is the next level of your healing journey together. And it's a really important work for you to be doing. And eventually I think you guys will stabilize and feel really strong and connected and trusting and faithful, like all that stuff that's really important to you, very loyal as well. This connection, there's a lot of loyalty here. And at first it might feel very triggering, but eventually it'll kind of even out, right? It'll feel more comfortable as you work together and spend more time together in this segment of your life. So don't get too freaked out by those initial feelings of instability or feeling very like jittery and all over the place. That's just a part of the healing process. That's a part of the coming together at this vibrational frequency, because it's such a high vibrational frequency union connection that it'll take some time to sync up and really adjust to that together. Okay, and you can feel each other, so when you're off, they're off. When they're off, you feel off, so be mindful of that as well. It's not necessarily real, it's just, that's just life. So don't get freaked out and run away right away and put up the walls and the boundaries right away. Continuously try to let down your guard, and eventually this will, I can't even describe the energy, the feeling that I'm having right now. I wish I could describe it in words. Your souls are communicating with each other. They're showing me, how whales communicate in the ocean through sound and vibration. You guys are calling to each other. So if you're not in each other's lives yet, then you're calling to each other. You might be having dreams about them. They're having dreams about you. You can feel them, that's for sure. And if you are in each other's lives and you're questioning whether this is the person, you feel it, but you're questioning it with your mind and your ego, then this is your confirmation that this is that person. And it's okay to continue to work with them and heal those old wounds and triggers and things. And that, you are maybe feeling a little destabilized, a little off your game, or questioning it, and it's just because of those old wounds, those old patterns that are coming up to the surface in order to be healed right now. Okay, and with that, pile number 3, thank you for being here, sharing your beautiful energy and your story with me today, sending you so much love. I just love this reading so much. If you liked it too, give me a thumbs up, comment below, let me know, tell me your story. I'd love to hear it. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that so that we can stay connected. And you can just keep telling me about the unfolding story, this connection, this union of like-minded souls, divine counterpart, twin flame. Oh my God, I can't even stop talking. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys in your next reading, all right? Talk to you soon. Bye.